Hey Eric, how's it going?
So far so good. More to come.
What do we got here?
We got a wonderful field of flavas mixed in with all kinds of stuff. Some really nice red tubes that are really only found in these areas. And hopefully we'll find some more leucophylla.
Alright, welcome back to my channel, guys. Botanicology. It's my birthday. Happy birthday to me. We're on a back road in Liberty County, Florida. Yeah, doing my favorite thing, hitting the bogs again. It's that time of year. Just start you off with this juice right here. Look at that guy. Now this is Cerasini Flower, var. Rupicorpora. Now this variety can only be found in this county in Florida. So it's endemic to one county. Now it's the same species as this green guy right here, but just being that different color variety makes all the difference. Very, very diverse species. And we got all kinds of good stuff going on here. We got down here the Sarracenia citacina, parrot pitcher plant. Those beautiful red traps. Yeah, all kinds of good individuals here. I'm always attracted to the red stuff. I mean, look at that. That's impressive. That would be considered var. Rupicorpora again. Yeah, there we go. That's good focus. Just look at the detail on that plant. Now, if you didn't remember from my other videos, Sarracenia are of course carnivorous, and they make nectar underneath this lid right here. And anything that's attracted to nectar or wants a drink of some sugary stuff comes to this lid and this neck to drink that juice. And in doing that, you know, maybe 1 out of 100 bugs that visits, they'll end up falling down that tube. And then you can't get out. And of course, the plant digests it for its nutrient needs. Because it lives in bogs, peat bogs, like what you're seeing here. They're very nutrient deficient. But beautiful. Let's see what else we can find. Got a beautiful day out here. Had a little bit of rain, you know, of course it rained on my birthday. Friday the 13th birthday, by the way, if that's not, you know, too cool. And Eric found something cool down here. Here is a terrestrial orchid. Now, I'm not really too good at keying out the species, but I know the genus. This is Pogonia, or they call them colloquially grass pink orchids. Beautiful orchid, though. I mean, it's a stunning pink color. You can see them from the roadside, like they're just gorgeous. And they got that, it's a trick to how they get pollinated. This little thing up here that looks like it would contain pollen, the little fake pollinanthers, it's just a fake out. Now the bugs fly to this thinking that they're going to get some pollen and some nectar, and they get tricked. They activate a little hammer device that makes this petal touch down to this little horn right here, and that's where the pollen is. And the little bee gets the pollen pad stuck to his back and, you know, flies off and does the same move to the next flower because he doesn't know any better. And that's how these guys get pollinated. So it's a deceptive little trick. There's not even really any reward for the bee at all. It's just a trick. Because orchids are cool like that. Yep. Happy birthday to me. I'm 37 years old. And there's a Cerasini Flower. Yes, yes, yes. Another Rupicorpora. Eat it up, guys. Money. Look at that thing. It's kissing on its little mouth right there. He's beautiful. Yep, nature's an amazing thing, guys.
Hey, what species of
I don't know. Let me go look at it. This is a good spot here, guys. Down here we got another native orchid, native terrestrial orchid. Now, colloquially, this is known as the rose pogonia, or Pogonia ophiglosoides. Now, that's a mouthful, you know. Say that 5 times fast. Ophiglosoides. Yep, blowing in the wind. And that's Pogonia, not Bugonia. Pogonia. Look, we got Cerasini flowers over there. What we got over here? Oh yeah, more good stuff. Oh, I'm too excited. Having a good birthday, guys. Alright, my buddy Eric here has another exciting find. Down here by this little cypress stump. Looking all cute. This little species of Pinguecula here. Let us know what you found here.
So what we got here is Pinguecula Ayannatha. It's endemic to the Florida Panhandle, and it's one of, if not the most rare Pinguecula in all of North America.
Yeah, this guy's really nice. We got it out of bloom. It's making a little seed pod up here now. But it makes a beautiful little flower when it's in bloom. And it's just very special because this is a Florida endemic plant. Found nowhere else on the planet except for the Florida Panhandle. Good stuff. Look at those little sticky traps. And now, you know, of course, Pinguecula are only really good for catching small stuff like gnats and ants and stuff like that. But, you know, beautiful, beautiful plant. You know, down here in the wiregrass amongst a beautiful field of Sarracenia.
A couple more right down here too, growing right off this cypress stump.
Wow.
So just really, really unique.
Wow, look at that. Huh. Panhandle's a special place, guys. Alright, we're gonna go find our buddies that walk down the road. Alright, right here along the side of the road, we got another little special treat. These white flowers are coming from a very interesting plant. You guys might have heard of it before. That's right. These are wild growing Venus flytraps. Look at that guy. That's Diania mousecupula, which in Latin means, you know, Venus's mousetrap. Now, you know, everybody knows the Venus flytrap, the most famous carnivorous plant. Oh, look, cool. There's a... Oh, he was running. There's a daddy longleg on there, on the flower. Now, this is the flower. They send up the flower spikes in, you know, late spring. And they like the roadsides like this because there's not a lot of competition. The grass is really low. And these are not native to Florida. These were introduced, you know, several decades ago. And they've been spreading through the Liberty County area. But still, it's really cool to see, you know. Some guy thought it was smart to plant these since other carnivorous plants grow here. But of course, you know, never plant anything that's non-native to your habitat. It's bad juju. Over here, up and down the other side of the road, all up and down here, all these white flowers you're seeing, that is all Venus flytraps. All down the side of the road. You know, there's thousands of them. This is a good site right here. This sticky guy that looks like grass, that's Drosera intermedia. Oh no, I'm sorry, not Drosera intermedia. I'm an idiot. Forget that. This is Drosera tracii. Tracy's sundew. Threadleaf sundew. So Drosera tracii. I guess it used to be called Drosera filiformis var tracii. Now I guess, you know, some nerd changed it to var trace, or just tracii. And growing right next to Venus flytrap. And more Venus flytraps.
mostly red one over here.
I want you to know it, even more Venus flytraps. What'd you say you got over there, Eric?
We got a mostly red one here, and it actually has a unique jaw.
So we got some kind of wild deformity or mutation, maybe?
So I don't want to trigger it too much. I don't want all the traps to close here. But this is a mostly red flytrap, and it actually looks more like a sawtooth on a saw blade than some of the more stereotypical long, almost eyelashed flytraps.
Oh, you're right. I wonder if that's because it's young or if that's because it's mutated like that. That's really weird. Yeah. You know, there's not much variation amongst the wild Venus flytraps, but, you know, every now and then I guess you come across something like this. That's very special. Good eyes, Eric. Alright, took a little break from the Sarracenia madness for a minute to check out these little roadside guys. We got a cool little mashup of plants here. This is a species of Spiranthes. See if I can get it to focus because he's a real little guy. That's another native terrestrial orchid. Now there's a lot of different species of Spiranthes. I'm really bad at keying them out. You know, for all I know, this could be something very rare or one of the common roadside ones. Beautiful though. And right next to it is a Florida native milkweed. This guy here is Asclepias longifolia. Look at those flowers. Always nice to get some shots of a good native milkweed. Hey, I'm getting rained on. This is annoying. Why's it gotta rain on my fucking birthday, dude? It's stupid. Friday the 13th, raining on my birthday. It's bullshit. But at least I'm out here looking at some cool plants. So I can't complain. Actually, I can't complain at all. So, yeah, I better shut the fuck up. Alright. Now, that's what I'm talking about. A top to the bottom, or bottom to top view of Cerasini Flower Corpora. Yep. Having a very good birthday. Now, Eric's over here checking out another specimen.
If this guy was much darker, he'd be all red.
Oh, man. And that's the thing, like, all of these color patterns that we're talking about are kind of subjectional to what time of year you're seeing them in. Like this guy, you know, in the middle of the summer might be completely red. Just showing more of the variation within the species. Yet again, all Sarracenia flava. Gorgeous. Here we are at another location. And, you know, we got the usual suspects. We got Cerasini Flower varugellii. Big cutthroat pitchers. But the really cool thing about this spot is there is thousands and thousands and thousands of these guys. This sexy little plant right here is Pinguecula Ayannatha. And it's gorgeous. Now, this spot gets flooded regularly. So parts of the year, these plants are completely underwater. And I mean, there are thousands of them. They're growing amongst these little twisted trees. They look like little bonsais. Like, look at this little tree. That's bonsai worthy. And you know, and right at his feet is Pinguecula Ayannatha. I mean, they're so plentiful that it's almost hard not to step on them. But they wouldn't really hate you for it. They like disturbance anyways. Yeah, Pinguecula Ayannatha. A whole bunch of them. Gorgeous plant. This area needs a real good burn because a lot of the smaller species of Sarracenia are covered up by the grass, like that little orange flower top. And you kind of see them all over the place around here. This is all Sarracenia rosea. They're called purple pitcher plant, or really rose pitcher plant down here. Now, this used to be called Sarracenia purpurea var Burkii, but now they changed the name, so that's what you get. They're beautiful, but I mean, they're just so covered up in the grass this time of year. Like, here's another one. That one looks very crispy. Yeah, all of this needs some good fire. Shows you that, you know, if this went on for a decade or so, all these plants would probably not be here anymore. Here we get one that's uncovered a little bit to show you guys what's going on here. There's your Sarracenia rosea. Old flowers. And those beautiful pitchers. This is the only Sarracenia that depends on rainwater to fill up those traps so he can do his trapping mechanisms. Gorgeous. Now down here in this Sarracenia flava var Rugelii, we can see the larvae of a moth. That little caterpillar down there is the larvae of a Zyra moth, and he's dependent on these pitcher plants. Like, he's not trapped in there at all. He goes down there, he webs off the entrance to the trap, and then he cocoons himself in there until he turns into, you know, a little moth in a couple of months, flies away. Well, yeah, they're only found in Sarracenia, so even the carnivorous plants can get taken advantage of by insects.